This time's for you. Are you guys ready? Okay then, begin!
Let the match begin!
It's time to duel! Let's begin!
Venomots! Rule battle!
それでは第9回戦
この8000部
Everybody on here. What's good with y'all? You know, the round table discussions. The Amazing Spider came in, aka the head of the table. We back another week, another discussion, another top fives. We're gonna talk about Haxes today. What's up with everybody, man? Why so quiet? What's going on?
Hey,
it's like you trying to do your introduction.
We don't want to interrupt your work, my friend.
You want to tell you what it really is? All of us are all like in the back and we're like, look, I know what the coolest hack is, and we all just ready to talk about our hacks. That's really all it is.
It's true.
But it ain't really too much we're gonna argue about. Probably so much. Just like we just gonna say what's broken, what's more broken. You know.
Yeah.
Or why did you pick that? So I guess it's gonna be less argument and more of just educating everybody and why they picked this, why versus that.
We gonna.
But I know the comment section is gonna hate or have their opinion, so feel free. I'll read them out, put them in the screen. You know, drop a little like, drop a heart emoji, drop the laugh emoji, drop whatever you want on there. You know, so you're engaged.
Yeah. Remember, we love all of y'all, even when y'all are wrong.
This is a safe space. This is a safe space. So, you know, we'll get some introductions. We got everybody.
Notice how he looked away when he said it's a safe space.
It's not safe. It's not safe.
Say it's a safe space.
Listen. All your opinions are completely valid, even the completely incorrect ones.
Here we go.
All right, so man, I'll start off with the introduction, man. It's Craig Turner. You feel me? That's my Facebook name. Comment KHAN-man. Catch me on IG at CRON_Con_deliberation. And yeah, man, let's get it in.
What's up? It's Dakin, Samir Ship. It's been a minute since I've been on the show. Happy to finally get a chance to come back. Finally do some talking about my favorite stuff, man.
Go ahead, man.
You know, it's your boy Monray Hudson back to drop some hot takes, give you some good stuff. Catch me on TikTok, on Instagram. Catch the link tree, see all the great podcasts I'm part of, including the Blur Cartel.
Hey, Rangers, Riders, and Magical Girls. It's Toku Cherry.
He is ready. He's fully engaged. You know me, but you know, let's start with it. I think we start with it. I did mine based on how impactful it was within the verse of the show they were on. So just like, it may not be the best one overall in general consensus, but they had some trouble with that one. And I guess I'll go first on that. So I'm gonna go first with this man right here, Obito. Probably one of the best hacks in the show. And, you know, I guess a Sharingan would be a hack, but not everybody had the best Sharingan ability. So we don't know what Fugaku was. We still don't know what Madara's was at that point. He was just beating niggas' asses because he's Edo Tensei. So nonetheless, Kamui is one of the best hacks in Naruto per se, to the point where Obito had the Rinnegan and wasn't using none of the abilities for it for the most part. He wasn't using Chibaku Tensei. Then he used mostly none of the six fast abilities. He did use the chains and stuff to get the Jinchurikis and stuff like that under his control. He barely even used the Rinnegan. He's just like, well, I'm just gonna keep using this Kamui because you can't get around it, and the only way you can is have Kakashi counter my Kamui, and at that point he has to use it when I use it, and then it was KCM2 Naruto, Guy, Kakashi, and I think Lee was there also, and they couldn't lay a hand on him at that point.
Sure. Because it kept phasing through reality, and they're like, "Stay
It's silly,
so I can punch you."
And it's only the one eye. If he had both eyes, I don't know. He would be unstoppable. I mean, the right eye, which the left eye, which Kakashi had, it can send people into the Kamui dimension. Doesn't matter the size. Kakashi was able to Kamui fucking the whole part of the ghetto statue to save the Kages, and then he was basically. Obito was using the other eye to make himself intangible, and it only works for him to where if he makes himself intangible, he comes back in the state he started in. If he sucks you into it, you don't know what's going to happen to you. So it's just like they couldn't deal with it at that point. It was just nuts. Other than that, the only hacks I would say that could rival it in that comparison would probably be Itachi's Tsukiyomi. It's pretty ridiculous. I mean, you have to blind yourself like Sage Kabuto did, and just like, all right, you're just not gonna catch me with it. I'm gonna blind myself. I have the correct terrain advantage, all that other stuff, whatever. Or you have to activate your Mangekyo Sharingan when he activates Tsukiyomi to counter it. Other than that, you're just fucked. You can't do anything. Perfect Jinchurikis get countered in it. Naruto already said it. Don't get caught in the Tsukiyomi, you're done. It's over. You can't get out of it. There's no way you get out. You control all time and space and killed his girlfriend, made her live out the whole life in what, a picosecond, some bullshit like that. It's just nuts. So it's just like the only downside is he has to make eye contact with you. Okay, big fucking whoop. But I'll say for that verse, those two abilities is definitely Kamui and is definitely Tsukiyomi from the Sharingan hack. So that's mine. Number 5 for mine.
I'm really surprised that was your first pick because usually you do something more attention grabbing. You actually have a well thought out pick. Like, look at you, Cam. Look at you.
It's nuts.
No crazy honorable mentions or nothing.
You understand he didn't use the most powerful technique, or ocular techniques that will be on the show, which would be the Renegade that Nagato and Madara was using.
Facts.
I'm just using one Sharingan. You can't get around it. I don't need this other shit. I mean, I can steal your soul. I can do Trafalgar Sensei. I can do all this other shit. Nah, I'm just gonna keep using one eye. Call it a day.
Facts.
All right.
So what else y'all got? What y'all got for y'all?
All right, so we doing top 5 then. All right. I got.
You can do honorable mentions. If you got honorable mentions, throw them in there. You top 5s, whatever. I know that fucking comedy for that verse is in my top 5.
All right. Who want to go next?
You
know what? I'll throw one out.
All right. You go ahead because I have one, but you go ahead. You go.
No, well, you go first. All
right.
Everybody.
I just think that's hella funny. You ask who wants to go, and then as soon as he
I
really wanted to do one, but it's cool. Go ahead.
I appreciate him for being
setup.
Go ahead, Terry.
No, I'm trying to be polite. I'm like, I have one, but I want somebody else to go first.
Go ahead, Terry.
Go
ahead.
I did not know that. I appreciate that, but I don't give a damn.
That's basically what he's saying.
That's fair.
Go ahead.
This is my number 5, and I'm going to apologize to anybody who had this in their list too, because I know somebody else had this in their list. I'm sure they did. The Mystic Eyes of Death Perception. Okay, so maybe that might be a deep cut for some of y'all. So let me explain what they are. The Mystic Eyes of Death Perception from Tsukihime. This old anime, like 2003, 2004. It had one ability.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. One simple ability.
Yeah.
It could see the lines of death in anything that exists, and by cutting those lines of death, you kill the thing. Pretty good power. Pretty excellent power. However, the reason why it's my number 5 is because it has several drawbacks. 1, the human brain, not supposed to see death all like that. The more you use them, you either go insane, die, or turn into an eldritch horror. None of these sound like good endings to me. I'm sorry. I like being sane, I like being alive, and I like not having tentacles for arms. Number 2, it's just the ability to cut those lines. Your speed, your strength, none of that increases. So if you are a base level human and you have that power and you're trying to get into a fist fight with a vampire, you're going to get your shit kicked in. Number 3, again, the power, the more you use the power, even without it driving you insane, the more it burns through your energy. You could kill somebody. If you're in a crowd of people and you use this power and you kill the first person, you are more likely to pass out than kill the other 90 people. Good power, terrible execution. It's basically useless if you're a base human. You're like, thanks.
So basically, you gotta be that nigga to just like have something like that.
Yeah, you gotta already be busted to make the best of it. But like, if you can, it's good.
Yeah, if you already have like some kind of enhanced physicality, then yeah, it's a great power to have. But if you start off as a basic human and you have this power, you're gonna have a bad time. That's why it's my number 5. Like,
I just want to mention, like, with that, as an honorable mention, Oboro from Basilisk, since because you brought up the eyes. So, you know, like, when she looked at you, like, that's an instant kill. You know what I mean? Like, no matter what you did, I don't need to train. I don't need to learn how to fight. If I look
you talking about Genosuke, right?
I thought it was Oboro. Was that Konosuke?
Genosuke had it to where he can, if you do violent harm to him.
The male and the female.
Well, she could cancel it. She was the only one that could cancel it. And then his brother just had it permanently, so he had to blind himself for him not to do it.
Exactly. Yeah.
For all you young people that think Damon from Boruto is just like, oh, he's so broken. You know, go back to Basilisk. You know, he had the same ability. Go back to Basilisk.
You know, it's
or just watch better anime.
You know, when you mentioned
it's the same thing
from Naruto, and that's actually where my going back. Before there was a Rinnegan, my boy Rikuro Makuto from Hitman Reborn and his Eyes of Rebirth, insane. Probably one of the best illusion masters in anime, period, because of these eyes. So the first path allows him to create real illusions. And all that is whatever the illusion is, it actually happens as long as either you believe it happened or he believes it happened.
So you fuck either way.
And that's like the first ability. Like, it boosts his strength. It allows you to possess another person and use all of their abilities. It's mind control. It allows you to like use your spirit power to duplicate yourself and create real illusion organs that you can just survive off of, like they're real organs. Like, as far as like before there was a Rinnegan to be proud of, these eyes are probably one of the best broken hacks, because if you can make an illusion that's real, like I put fire up, and then you get burned because you thought it was fire, or you get burned because I thought you thought it was fire. It's just low grade reality warping at that point. That's probably like one of my picks for hacks.
There's no out to it, pretty much.
It's over if you can put over a better illusion than him. The only problem is he has the ability to see through any illusion. So, yeah, that's a busted hack.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I agree.
I think it's my turn.
Myra, you want to go next on your John?
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and tell everybody now. My picks are not going to be automatically the most busted hacks in all of fiction. Not all of them, at least, because
that's fine.
I typically want like unique ones, the ones that I like, the ones that stuck out to me, rather than just the most busted one, period. So my first one that I'm just going to throw out there is easy, is from Damon from Boruto. which I hate that character with such a passion. But his ability is basically like a reflect ability. It's very simple, and yet I don't really see how anybody beats him. It's because if you are to attack Damon, the final result of what you intend to do to him instantly happens to you automatically, and it scales with killing intent. So, perfect example: if you approach me with a sword, you would be stabbed instantly. That would be the final result. If you try to use a fireball jutsu on me, you would be instantly burned.
But it's just like Basilisk with Genosuke. It's just like if you try to do anything to him, it's just gonna happen to you, and you just die.
It's slightly worse. And the worst part about it, Damon is probably the most annoying character in Boruto I've seen recently, and I can't stand that little kid. And yet he has one of the most broken hacks that basically makes him unkillable. And it happens automatically. It's not something he just does. It's not something that he controls. It literally just happens. He could be sleeping, and you could literally try to shoot him with a gun, and already the bullet goes to your skull. It is so stupid. Yet I can't just fight the fact that it is extremely broken hacks, especially in the world of Naruto or Boruto. It's extremely busted, and I still don't know how they beat that, but that's a simple hacks.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
I'll get.
So you come in. What's up, man? How's it doing?
What's up, man?
Did you say something?
Chris here?
Are you
What's
okay?
up, Sensei?
What's going on? What's going on, y'all? What's up?
Yeah.
What's up?
My
I
bad.
was about to say, well, what you doing? It looks like you're over there summoning Papa Legba.
I'm trying to summon
It really
some
do look like
electricity.
that. It look like a Candyman situation.
They got like these rolling power outages or something out here. So like my
No,
whole
not
Oh, that's right. You live in Texas. I forget.
Yeah.
Do
my
that.
whole
candlelight.
apartment complex is out right now. So
you
so
bro,
I
this
got
man.
candles lit.
you sure
Wait,
you want to be
wait.
here?
Yeah, I'm
Go ahead.
confused. So the power out, but you able to be on video? Like you got power in your shit?
It's his phone. I was about
the
to ask.
5G, the 5G.
I'm like,
You got
so
phone?
you sure you want to be here with us? You don't want to save your phone battery?
No, he's doing it for the squad.
That's some loyalty for your ass. That's some loyalty for your ass.
He's in a trap right now with the candle lit. Yes.
Yeah.
Hey,
That man
look,
in the trenches.
Look, if that's the case, you joining us, you got to share your favorite hack. You share one of your favorite hacks with us, man.
Well, one of my favorites. I mean, I had a 5, so on my list was Infinity, Seven Deadly Sins.
I was about to say she was my honorable mention.
Oh, you talking about Merlin's defense? Yeah.
Merlin's Infinity? Yeah, actually. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, she's nuts.
Yeah, she is.
That's my
For the crowd, let the crowd know what Infinity does.
on my list.
Okay.
All right, so I didn't want to break the rotation, but I did have a question.
All right, go ahead.
What? How do you feel about saying Zenkai boost being on a hacks list?
I don't think it deserves.
It'll be pretty low for me because while it's useful, like even in the show itself, they admit they can't rely on Zenkais, and eventually the Zenkais got less and less as the sagas continued, and then they stopped getting them at all because their bodies simply hit the limit. The only person who was able to surpass that limit was Zamatsu, and that's because he was cheating by working around it using god powers.
And what about Broly?
Broly is just now getting Zenkais. He's nowhere near his limit yet.
Right, but Vegeta was like, whoa.
Do legendary Saiyans have a limit though? On that?
Right, that's the point. That's the point of being a legendary Saiyan.
In that case, like specifically like a Broly case, then it might be busted.
Yeah, that's a good hex. To say legendary Saiyan, that's a good hex because it's basically the Hulk. Like the matter I get, you feel me? Like
that one's fair. That one's fair.
Yeah,
that one's fair.
That's a good one.
I hear you both. That one's fair. That was a good one. All right, so
So we're acknowledging Broly and Goku Black pretty much because
yeah, those two.
I
Those two.
acknowledge the
Love
legendary
Black.
and Goku Black. Yeah,
We will
give
acknowledge
them
those
equal
two.
credit.
You two get a pass.
All right then, Hollywood.
When he come back from the trap. Craig, did you have yours?
Yeah, I got mine, man. I got Adam from Ragnarok, the anime. You feel me?
Oh yeah.
Shout out to father. Shout out to our dad.
Yeah.
Got
Hey
man, the man of humanity, man. You got it. He representing, man. He has the eyes of the Lord. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like he can replicate any godlike ability or skill that comes to him. That is a crazy background.
We traded one king for another. What's up, Zell?
One king for another.
There it is.
You gotta make sure that what it sound like podcast, you know what I mean, represented at all times.
Chris was here, but he had the candle lit in the trap. So
I know, I saw. We struggling out here. We trying our best, people. Y'all look alive.
Yeah. But yeah, man. So Adam for my number 1, bro.
I bet.
Okay.
Zell, you got it. You got a Hax. You want to put the Hax that was said already was Kamui, Infinity. We had
We got a lot of eyes. To be honest, we got
yeah,
a lot of
that's
eyes.
what I was thinking the first time. Yeah. All eyes on me.
Damon was there, but we just summoned up the Genos gang. I mean, that's what it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna just because like I don't really gotta. I'm gonna be honest with y'all because y'all my boys, and I feel like this is a safe space. I don't really got like a list right now that I could pull from, but I appreciate the conversation and shit. So I'm gonna be here. I got somebody though. I know y'all heard about my boy Bon Meadow. You know what I mean? He the GOAT. Like when it comes to like ocular illusions. I know y'all probably this back in 2001. You know what I mean? So
that's a goodie. That's a goodie right there.
I'm mad because that was my next one. I got
listen. For all you young viewers, there's a show called Get Backers, and then that's how you got the stuff you got now. So it's just like
yeah. When he tilted when he had the sunglasses on, he tilted the sunglasses back up and go. What's the matter?
My boy Bon Meadow, he like one of my favorite anime characters ever.
His Jagon eye.
He pretty much he can put you into an illusion. You know what I mean? If you look into his eyes, he can put you into illusion. And even in the manga, as it keeps going further, he can like make that illusion real. Like if he puts you in there and you go through this, he can manipulate the illusion to be whatever he wants. It could be your worst fear. It could be a beautiful memory. A beautiful thing. Whatever is all like an illusion. Even like the way like he can do it through TVs, as shown on the show. He can do it through like devices. It don't matter.
Ridiculous.
Matter of fact, in the intro scene, he like every episode, he like pulls his glasses down in the middle of the intro, like looking at the audience, which is us, to like kind of put us into the show. That's kind of like how they like call him back to that. But Bon got he can only do it 3 times when it starts. He only do it like 3 times a day when we first meet him. But as time goes on, we start to realize he can break this limit sometimes. Like so it's not really.
And don't forget, he can call upon the god who gave him that curse, Asclepius. Yes, the Greek god of medicine and snakes, Asclepius, to further increase the power. And I don't know why he's
also put respect on Genji's name as a lightning thunder.
The Lightning Emperor, put some respect on my boy Genji. Look, these characters are real strong too. Like Bon just keep getting faster until he's at your speed. Like and Bon is also immortal. I know y'all 7 Deadly Sins fans, got the immortal Bon, but this is the OG immortal Bon. You feel me? Nothing.
OG.
Yeah. So
OG.
That's my boy.
I did want to put one out there for my number 4.
Go ahead.
Watching My Hero, you see a bunch of good quirks. You got All for One, One for All, stuff like that. But when this bitch showed up, she changed the game. She was on another level. And we said we gotta talk about that Stars and Stripes Okay.
Yes, let's go.
I don't know nothing about her.
You gotta tell. Oh, my bad. That was comedy.
New World Order is a
My bad.
Yeah. I respect
There you
Carson,
go.
like, she's busted.
That new order shit. First of all, she keeps herself in peak physical condition at all times. That's the first order. It's just enhanced strength, speed, all that good stuff. Just to mimic All for One, that is her hero. To save her, and that makes the movie canon for the people with the theories out there. But the first order, well, I think I had it on here. The first order she can, the second order that she does have, she can. Well, the first line jump in. Hold on, Christian, jump in. Hey, the second order that she does have, she can call out the name, and then she can pretty much. She's pretty much a low-key reality warper. So she could just be like, she said, the whole 100 kilometers of this empty space will cease to exist. Okay, well, we're just wiping out whole areas of time and space for Shigaraki to be in. So it's just like, that was crazy. And then she was reflecting lasers, grabbing whole pieces of the air, transferring herself into a cloud, and then just be like, well, she'll say a name. She says Shigaraki, and did the little cop out thing. Shigaraki, blah blah blah. Your heart's gonna stop, and then just I was actually All for One, and no, that's not my name, and da da da. I mean,
basically
that's the type of bullshit they had to pull out to stop her from just going ape shit. And then she did the little cheat code, and that is just like, well. If you try to use any other quirk, you're going to lose a quirk because you're going to have new order. And the new order says if you use that quirk, you're going to lose this quirk. And he just rapidly depleting his quirk. So for the 3 chapters that she was in, just going ape shit, she had an impactful role in that. And I see why you can't keep that person alive because she has probably the most busted quirk in the show with new order. Just like, it's nuts. So that's my number 4. She was so good they couldn't keep her alive.
This is true. Too power to live. All right, I'm about to hit y'all with another flashback from the past. Y'all ready? Here's my number 4 pick. I gotta say the creed. I gotta say the creed. Before I tell you the name, I gotta say the creed. I am the bone of my sword. Steel is my body and fire is my blood. I create a world filled with weapons, whose number is infinite, unaware of pain, unaware of loss, and so, as I pray, unlimited blade works.
That is still what all of the noble fans.
Did you write that down, or you knew that like off the dome like that?
My dude,
bro. For what
he knew that shit. That was an insult. That's an insult right there.
Like it's a goddamn bonkai.
Yeah, that was biblical, my guy.
He gets the camera work. It's insane.
That boy said that like he was a pastor for like 5 years.
It's time for you to get in the pulpit. You got one chance.
I had to hit y'all with the full speech. I had to.
He said mom spaghetti.
I love it.
You had to. Look. If I did not do the full speech, I'm pretty sure Shiro and Archer would bust down my wall and beat my ass.
I'm for it.
Their weapon.
I'm for it. Say the whole fucking speech.
Yeah. So, now. I know what y'all are thinking. Wait, Unlimited Blade works for real? Is that really Hax? And I'm going to explain why it's really Hax. First off, this man has a copy of every single legendary weapon to ever exist in a pocket dimension in his soul. That's already pretty dope. That is already solidly pretty dope. Now, as someone who has a degree in English literature, humble brag, I know, but still.
Life
flex.
Life flex. But let me tell you, when it comes to mythological weapons get stupid powerful and stupid broke real quick, and he has an infinite amount of them that he tosses at you or makes rain from the sky at you because fuck you. The second. The other reason why this is so powerful is once he does that full speech, once you are in that reality bubble, it's over. He is creating. Not only does he have an infinite amount of weapons, he's creating them, exploding them, and recreating them as fast as you can react. Even if you block one, even if you dodge the explosion, boop, 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 boop. The most powerful being in the Fate Stay Night universe, Gilgamesh, actually flat out said, "Yeah, Shiro has a pretty good chance of beating me, and I'm Gilgamesh." Second, while his copies aren't as powerful as the originals, look, that doesn't really mean much. Like, oh no, it's not as powerful as this world-ending nuclear wave sword beam. It's still more than enough to overload your regeneration, kill you, your servant, the 20 guys you're allied with, everything in that general direction. And 3, as long as Shiro is in Unlimited Blade Works, he is immortal. He can't be killed in UBW because his body is rewiring and rebuilding himself as fast as he can get hurt. You're basically fighting it. Why do you think he says, "My body is made of swords"? Did you think he was exaggerating when he said that? Did you think that was a metaphor? No! He's making his body as hard as iron while he's beating your ass with your friend's weapon. So, and fourth, UBW, Unlimited Blade Works, Noble Phantasms aren't even supposed to be able to be wielded by humans. He is breaking the laws of physics and magic with this weapon. Like, people will just sit there and look at him like, that's not how that works. How are you doing this right now? Listen, I understand magic users, we defy the laws of physics, but we have our own rules, and you're defying those rules too. You can't do this. You got two rules here.
Okay, if we're gonna break physics rules, I have a hat.
Okay.
Break physics rules. I have a hat.
Let me finish. The only downside, only downside is if Shiro ever betrays his ideals, he can't use Unlimited Blade Works anymore. That's the only downside. Which which is understandable, but Shiro will be fine. That man would give up his ideals for nothing. He told his own future self, "Fuck you, I'll be a hero anyway." And future self, like, you realize I'm you, right? I hear you, I understand you, but have you ever considered, "Fuck you, I'm gonna be a hero anyway"?
Which one you got? What you got, Amir?
All right, now you can go. Okay, if we're gonna break physics, then I have to mention Crazy Tony. I gotta mention Plutonian if we're gonna break physics. So, as far as I'm concerned, I don't know if I can't think of any other being that has this particular type of hat. So he has the ability to sense the momentum and exact position of any quantum particle. Like, exactly. And that sounds like nothing, right? But it pretty much means he can do anything. And the only thing that stopped him from doing anything he wanted in the series was the fact that he just didn't care to. Like, oh yeah, I can figure out the laws of quantum entanglement and blow anything up by looking at it. Oh yeah, I'm not really strong. It's just easier for me to phase all of the particles into a different level of dimension and just lift it that way. I'm not strong. I can just make my density increase. And he does all of this subconsciously. You want to read minds with it? Why not? I'll use your brain cells as a lens to look through your time. And that's how I read your memories. Like, this quantum awareness of Crazy Tony, Plutonian, that has to be one of the better comic book hacks I've ever seen. Because
Plutonian is pretty busted.
Plutonian is pretty busted.
He's a good sentry.
He's a good
well, you can hopscotch over that low bar.
All right, what you got, Monterey?
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, you know mine. Luckily, I'm keep mine pretty simple for the fourth one. Everybody knows it. It ain't nothing that's complicated. It's the Speed Force. We all know what it is. We all know it's busted. We all know
Nope, not even gonna hold
exactly
you.
how this goes. You would think just being able to run fast is not just that's all. Oh no, my man can do so much more. My man can phase through anything. My man can run through time. My man can outrun death if he wants to. My man can dang near anything he pleases. Even not in the hands of Flash, Eobard Thawne literally has turned himself into a literal living time paradox because he has access to the Speed Force. It is absurd the things you could do with the Speed Force. It's literally just absurd, not just running fast. Like he's literally,
Yeah.
You can make an argument for Flash being top 3 Justice League. You could make an easy argument for top 3, maybe top 2 when it comes to overall danger. Just between him and Superman, like it's so bad of what he can do, and then we just go from Barry Allen to freaking Wally West, and it just gets completely absurd. Man, when you outrun death coming after you, man, we ain't gotta say nothing. It's Speed Force. Pure
I just
Speed
want
Force.
to bring up like to caveat off of what he said. Luckily, Hudson, you didn't take a character that I put down this time, so I appreciate you. But also speaking about the Flash, I was doing this it's one of these little posts that saying who was faster, and they put down I forget her name, the female from the movie Eternals, the one that runs real fast.
Oh God, here we go.
Yeah. So like I was
Makari?
doing Makari. There we go. So we know she's based off
yeah,
of
throw
a
some
real
respect
dude.
on it.
Makari is dumb fast, bro. Nobody understands that Makari is dumb fast.
All
So
right,
when
now
they
say what
had,
you was gonna say.
so where I'm going with this is like they had a world race with all the best feasters in basically all the comics, right? And Makari was winning. I'm talking about leaving everybody in the dust. Your favorite speedsters, and the Flash out of nowhere. We didn't even see this man at the finish line. Nobody even knew he was in the race, and he beat her by a few seconds. Still, he ran so fast, like out of nowhere, just running, that he literally forgot who he was. They put him as, I guess they called him the unknown runner or something like that. That's how fast, like that's how OP the hacks of the Speed Force is, bro. Like I'm accidentally getting in races I didn't even know about and beating them, bro. The most like cosmic runners and all that stuff, bro. Running through times and space and all that.
happened.
Crazy.
For the record, that's not a joke. Buried Alien, fast forward.
There you go.
Marvel Comics. That's an actual thing. Yes, he was highly implied to be Barry Allen, having ran from DC to Marvel during Crisis on Infinite Earths. I kid you not. That's a thing. Look at my face.
That's when Speed Force is still what is a top tier hat. You got someone else for you, Sensei? What's up? You got another hat?
I mean, I got one. I'll say one. I got. Oh, you want somebody? Oh, my bad. You said Hollywood. My fault.
Let my come on.
Oh, go ahead. No, you go ahead. My fault. I didn't hear you. That's my fault. Yeah, we know y'all friends. You feel me? It's good.
Yep.
Shit. Listen, I don't know if y'all can hear me or not because my connection kind of choppy.
Good.
We can hear you.
We can hear you. Your mouth, we can hear you fine. It's your mouth just ain't synced up to your words.
You look like you about to tell a scary story, bro.
Y'all gotta stop. This man got no power.
He got no power. And he's like, "Are you afraid in the dark?" And type shit.
All the shit.
All right. Go ahead, man.
Man, it was a dark and gloomy night. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, I'm gonna just. My fourth is a Minority World from Toriko. I would explain it, but my damn connection is so crazy. You know what I mean? But yeah, my fourth one for the Hax list is Minority World from the Toriko series.
What's crazy is I have Minority World on my list, so I'll just throw a quick explanation out for you then. For anyone who doesn't know, Minority World is the ability. So there's always a majority of something happening, right? The majority of the air is breathable. You know, the majority of your cells are alive. Like, and what Minority World is the ability to flip that ratio at any given moment. So now the majority is all your cells are dying. Now the majority is there's no more breathable air. I have a hole in my side. No, I used to have a hole in my side, but I flipped the damage, so I'm good now. Minority World is one of them crazy abilities. Is like if you can have the majority of anything happening, you can easily just flip it into your favor with Minority World. That's a busted ability.
I like that. We gonna let Toku Terry take number 3 because he got to bounce after he's playing his joint.
Yeah, I got to bounce in 10 minutes. I'm just gonna run through my top 3 real quick with their explanation.
Bang,
okay,
bang,
so
bang.
Number
bang.
3. So number 3, just real quick. So I got to get through all 3 of these in their explanation. So real quick, number 3, Word of God from Preacher. If Jesse Custer speaks to you, it's over. He speaks to
I
you.
like it.
You can understand him. Fight's done. Anything he says, you have to do. It doesn't matter if it's physically impossible. It doesn't matter if it makes no sense. You gotta do it. Word of God. That's how that works. Number 2, and thank you for bringing up Crazy Tony because this reminded me of him being a quantum elemental from DC Comics, especially when we refer to the greatest quantum elemental, Captain Atom. What is a quantum elemental's power? They manipulate quantum physics. Anything that can happen will happen. Anything they think they can do, they can do. The only weaknesses Captain Atom has is one, he's not a quantum physicist. He is a Air Force pilot. He doesn't understand all this quantum stuff. So most of his powers, he fights like a everybody knows what the term flying brick means, right? When it comes to comics, everybody knows what the term flying brick means. Okay, so a flying brick in comics is when you have these standard superpowers of flight, super strength, super speed, and invulnerability.
All Might is like the definition of a flying brick.
Exactly. That's a flying brick. So he fights like a flying brick because he's a pretty simple guy. He just thinks like punch, energy blast. But
what are we talking about right now?
I'm sorry?
Captain Atom.
Captain Atom.
Captain Atom. Yeah. So he fights like a flying brick because he's a pretty simple guy. He's special forces. He's a special forces Vietnam vet, Air Force dude. So he tends to think in punch, blast. But once he starts exploring his powers, he's like, oh snap, I can rearrange molecules. I can shut off other people's powers. I can do this, and this. Now, which brings us to the second problem with his powers. The more he uses the higher levels of his powers, the big universe-creating, universe-destroying stuff, the more likely he is for his evil side, Monarch, to show up. And no one wants Monarch to show up. Who wants Monarch to show up? Show of hands. No one.
I love every time Monarch shows up. Personally, he show up and start wrecking niggas. I would just be honest with you. Monarch shows up and start clapping on like the universe. Like I love every time he shows up.
Okay. One person wants Monarch to show up because Monarch be wilding.
And y'all hear what type of shit he on? Like so.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, this is a great read.
All right. And my last and final choice, my number 1, and I have a picture for this. Never Twice from Saint Seiya. Hold on, I'm gonna pause a moment so we can get the picture up. There we go. Never Twice from Saint Seiya. The same attack never works on a Saint twice. Now,
unless
there is no unless.
Period. Oh shit.
That's Twice is probably one of the most busted hacks to have in a shonen.
Yeah, this is factually true. This is how it works.
This is factually true.
This is how this works. This is how Never Twice works. Let's say you're fighting a Saint of Athena, right? And you decide, I'm going to hit them with my big ultimate finishing attack, blah, 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 blah. Boom, you blast them.
Call
big
it
smoke.
Kamehameha.
Yeah. Okay, you know what? Let's use that as an example.
Thor's hammer.
Yeah. Okay, you know what? Let's use this as an example. Let's say Goku is fighting Seiya. and Goku hits Seiya with a Kamehameha. Boom.
That shit
Big
gonna hurt.
explosion. Big explosion. Seiya, and let's say Seiya didn't survive it, right? So Goku, he decides, okay, you survived my Kamehameha, but now I'm gonna go into Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan Blue, whatever, and I'm going to hit you with an even bigger Kamehameha. Boom! Big explosion. Here's the thing, though. 0 damage. And Goku's gonna be like, wait, what? How? I'm much stronger than I was 5 minutes ago. How did you? And the same attack doesn't work on a Saint twice. So Goku's gonna be like, aha, okay. So all I gotta do is get stronger. I'm gonna go into Ultra Instinct mode. Kamehameha.
Wait, hold on. I don't think that's how. All right, no.
He trying to say Goku fine IQ is ass. That's basically what he's saying. That's basically what he said. That's what it sounds like, bro. I'm just saying.
That's not what I'm saying.
No, what I was gonna say is I don't think like Ultra Instinct is like technically powering up. I think is like
it's not in the manga. It's more well the way I'm saying, like in the manga. It's
I hear what you're saying. I don't want to kill your point. Yeah.
But yeah. You see what I mean? Just it doesn't matter how much stronger you get, how much more energy you pump into this attack. The Saint has seen the attack. Attack's dead. But let's say you're fighting 2 Saints. So let's say you're fighting Phoenix Iki and his little brother Andromeda Shun, right?
God damn, what's going on?
Yeah.
And they got long.
I'm just breaking this down. I'm just breaking this down. So let's say you're fighting those 2, right? And you're quick. Somebody give me a good character to use in this example.
Fight back! Fight back!
That's what's gonna happen pretty much.
That's pretty much
that's pretty much what's gonna happen.
That is pretty much what's gonna happen. But let's say you know what? I just used everybody else's boy and he just took an L. So I'm gonna use my own boy and take an L. Let's say you're Thor and you're fighting Iki and Shun, right? And these Saints are pretty tough. They've been taking everything you've been dishing out. So you're like, all right, I'm going to hit you all with my ultimate attack. So you wind up a God Blast, and you hit Iki with it. Boom! Iki's dead. He's blown to space dust, right? So we're like, okay, that attack works pretty good on Saints. So you wind up another and point at Andromeda Shun and go.
So wait. Can I ask a question? Like, so if Thor beat this dude in the head, like with his hammer and like fuck him up, right? Does that mean like the hammer was like not effective anymore?
That's complicated.
I don't know about this never twice, John. Now,
so I'll put it to you like this: if it's a technique,
yes.
If it's a technique or an ability, that's automatic.
All right.
Just like physical attacks are, they're physical attacks. You can't really adapt to a physical attack.
I mean, you can, but I feel you. Understood.
So Thor goes, haha, I just blew that guy to space dust. Obviously, you are weaker than that guy since you called him Big Brother. Let me hit you with a God Blast. Boom. And then Shun's like, no. What do you mean, no? Well, I just saw you use that attack on my brother. The same attack doesn't work on a Saint twice. I didn't hit you with it, though. Yeah, but I saw it.
No matter. I get it. I got this. I like this move.
Yeah, it is called Never Twice in the Saint Seiya fandom because of the saying, and please say it with me if you know the word. Please sing it with me if you know the words. The same attack never works on a Saint twice. That's it. That's my number 1. It's basically it's just the Saints going, no. What do you mean no? No. All right, that's my time. I have enjoyed being with y'all so much. Love y'all. I will check this out to see what y'all's top 3s were. Find me on my socials. Legendary, blah 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 blah. Peace.
All right, we didn't give a chance to follow him. What's my number 3? My number 3 for mines.
Wait, hold on. I didn't finish my number 4.
Well,
you did. My boy. Yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say Doomsday. To kind of caveat off the Saint Seiya shit. He has adaptation, self evolution, immortality. So Doomsday from DC, basically, like if you kill him once, he's gonna come back. You can't kill him again with the same thing. So for me, that's pretty OP Hex, because even Superman, as he said, somebody who can get even stronger what they was they first fight, he can't kill him with the same move. So like, yeah, definitely a OP Hex.
To bounce off that, how y'all feel about the Kryptonian cells being a Hax in this argument?
Kryptonian cells?
Sounds, sounds right to me.
You know what? If we can do Zenkai boots, I'll take Kryptonian cells.
But my number 3, for the sake of him being born, shifted the balance of their verse. I go the boy Gojo. I
knew it was coming.
Listen, hold on. Let's just my list is for how this character's Hax impacts the verse. So we go with the limitless that got passed down from the Gojo family. So let's say, oh, he just has limits. No, it's passed down from his whole family. Pretty much just those eyes are able to do the infinity, which is you can't touch this man. Well, if you read the manga, obviously you know he got touched. But other than that, you can't touch him because it's he pretty much his self is a singularity. So the mass of you know how black holes work. The mass of the universe has to go there to counteract the space of the singularity. You know, so it's an infinite space. So you can't touch him how Jogo tried to touch him when they fought. So other than that, he has the blue to where he can absorb energy just like Pain does with his ability for that. So, you know, how Chibako Tensei and all that other stuff, and you know, how he can bring in targets like you try to do with Kakashi, we try to kill him, da da da. So with him doing that, it's, you know, Naruto reference is good for people to absorb information because that's all anime they know, unfortunately. So he does have the red that can repel. So when he puts the two together, it makes the purple. And the purple, when he shoots that, the purple hollow just annihilates anything in his path, which he did also in the show. So there's no spoilers for all the anime only or Netflix only people that unfortunately live by that code. So it's just like, you know, you can't touch him. Well, damn. We're not doing that. The movie comes out this month, so he might get touched in the movie. So, you know, that's the only spoiler I'll give away for that.
Debunks.
I just
it's time for the debunks. Finally.
It'll happen, you know, but the blue mixed with the red makes purple, but it's just also when he's blindfolded, he can still work at pretty much 100% or beyond 100% performance rate and just like noticing things, seeing things, stuff like that. So other than that, the six eyes is busted, allows him to work pretty much his brain on overdrive to just do the things he can do. So I wouldn't recommend having it because it's not like the greatest ability, but for that world, he's probably the most busted person in that verse because of said Hax ability he does have versus what she was born with and trained to do, because he's trained to get the red to make the purple. So it's just like, I'm gonna mix this curse energy. He's mixing two curse energies you're not be able to do to make a whole different other curse energy, which you're not supposed to be able to really do. But the eyes help, all that good stuff. Like most people only have blue, like Yuji has to make the, you know, the little black fist technique thing he does have off negative emotion. Gojo has that 100% of the time, but I'm gonna mix this red also, and then do the blue and then make purple. So he's free. For that verse, he's busted. Like I said, he shifted the fucking reality when he was fucking born for that verse. So I think that's a little much for that.
I'd take that.
So just don't add him in any. I'm glad we're over the hype of adding him in every fucking versus battle, and it was like, well, can Goku beat him? And just all right, we need to stop, relax. I'm glad that era's over. That was a nasty era in anime. So let's not go to early 2021 again. I don't want to do that at all. Yeah. Actually, early 2020. We don't want to do that.
Well, if we're gonna talk about Hax, I can't. We can't have a conversation about Hax if we're not mention one of the most Haxy shows in anime, JoJo's. And for this one, I'm picking King Crimson for my boy Doppio. King Crimson. Is
that the one you sent me?
Yeah. So this stand right here allows the stand user to erase 10 seconds of time, so to speak. He can remove like the cause and just leave the effect of what's happening. And he's the only person who can operate inside this little limited space. You can't even interact with most stands because if you're not a stand user, you can't see it. So he can just go rewrite destiny for like 10 seconds, just whatever he wants it to be. He come up, shoot you, remove the cause of the shooting, and then you just left full of bullet holes. Like, if we're gonna talk about Hax, I gotta mention JoJo's because it is just one of the most. I mean, everybody in JoJo just got
the world.
You know, the whole world got his flags, man. In JoJo's, it's crazy. See what? Just hit that the world over there.
That's my shit, bro.
All right, Monray, you got.
All right, so my next two are going to be some underrated hacks, ones that I don't think get enough mention. I'm really, really good fans of these hacks. I think they're really nice and original. But one of them is the one I'm finna say is the one that irritates the life out of me. But we got to go, like you said, you went to JoJo, one of them that is known for plenty of hacks. I got to go to another anime that's known for it, and that is Bleach. Bleach naturally is known for many busted hacks. I'm not going to say the Almighty because everybody knows the Almighty is busted. I'm not even going to say Grimmy's ability for the imagination. I'm not even going to go there. I'm going down to the Thor reject known as Gerard Valkyrie and his ability, the Miracle. Which we just looking at the ability, it literally makes no sense how busted it is. Because the Miracle, all it really is the ability to manifest his thoughts and desires of what's actually happening, and the least probable thing that happens to benefit him will happen. And it makes no sense. This man was 1v3ing Shinji, Renji, and Byakuya, losing, and then their damage that they were doing to him, he managed to make it into his own strength because of miracles that ended up happening. He literally got his arm cut off by Kenpachi. He grew multiple stories tall, regrew his arm because of the Miracle. This man gets stronger the more the odds are set against him. The more things that happen to him in a negative fashion end up boosting him because of the probability that it should not happen, it will happen for him. Add that on top of his already busted ability physically, and he was literally 1v4ing everybody. The only reason this man lost from the Miracle was because of Yubak, because Yubak wanted his power back. That's literally the only reason that he lost. Otherwise, this man was 1v4ing him, and he was pretty much unkillable. So literally, the Miracle is his shift, it's his ability. It's just the ability that the least probable thing that happens is probably going to happen in his benefit.
I want to add a Bleach honorable mention hack. Nobody is going to have this on their list. I don't think anybody will ever have this on their list, and I'm okay with that. I want to shout out to my boy Lieutenant Kira and Wabisuke, which I think is still one of the best. I think it is still one of the best Zanpakutos out there. Every time you hit it, it doubles the weight of whatever it's hitting. And the entire point of this thing is to make your sword so heavy, he just hooks and lifts your head off. That is just one of the hardest things I've just. It's insane how cool that ability is.
Bleach gets it in every.
Just an honorable mention. Kira's Wabisuke.
Yo, can I put one out there, yo?
Go ahead.
Yo, my boy, Sung Jin Woo. He the Shadow Monarch, and this man could he could if you die, he can resurrect your shadow, and you fight for him for eternity and shit.
You know what they say? You can't beat them, join them. Like that's a great act. You can't beat them, join them.
Yeah.
My wait, was that your next one? Was that your next pick, or was that honorable mention?
That was honorable mention. Go ahead, man. I got.
I'm talking about for Zell.
Oh
yeah.
I got.
I'm surprised Zell ain't got a One Piece going on.
I've been waiting for him to mention a One Piece.
Shout out to. I mean, there's so many. I mean, you got Bull Hancock. If you like her, she turn you to stone. I mean, Logia fruits. Period. Are you phase through them. If you smoke, if you fire, you just you know what I mean. You going through it like It's just so much, man. I didn't want to like berate y'all with One Piece shit. Like
this is the time to do it.
Yeah,
it's like crazy hack. Like you know what I mean. One time Luffy was all beat up and bruised and battered, and he saw something across the city. Like he saw that there was about to be a poison bomb to go off. He sped over there quick as anything, and you know what I mean. Tied it up so that it didn't fucking kill everybody. Like it's just crazy. I mean, Katakuri got the mochi fruit. That's crazy. Like he's made out of mochi. Like y'all know what that is, right? That like that Japanese dessert is like real chewy and like sticky and shit. Like yeah, it gets pretty wild over in One Piece.
Facts.
So
I want to know from Zell at some point. I want to know what he thinks is like the haxiest devil fruit. Like the most broken devil fruit. I want to know from you.
I mean, if you want, I'll probably go with so many. Jury Boney can touch you and turn you into a kid. Like fuck it.
You feel like that's the biggest one?
That's crazy. Like that's crazy.
I'm just saying out of the other characters, you feel me? Like,
I mean, Blackbeard can like he controls darkness, so like a black hole.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like people,
he can matter of fact, he can absorb things like to the point where he absorbed another fruit. Like he absorbed another fruit power, so now he can like he holds the power to destroy the world and to like absorb whatever. Like that's fucking crazy. Yeah, bro. Fucking. Sugar turn you into a toy. Now you.
I was gonna say. I think between Sugar, Big Mom, and
Big Mom take your soul.
You might have the most broken fruits.
Come on, man. I don't even. It's hard.
Yeah, it's ridiculous in One Piece.
The dude, he's made out of light. Like, what are you gonna do about that?
Thanks.
Swear.
That's why I figured. I figured you had some One Piece joints on there, but he's like, oh, too many.
All of my hacks like levels are like super crazy. Like I pretty much just got characters that I like that are just broken. Like because I'm not really in order. Boy Wang Ling from The Daily Life of Immortal King. This man like reset the world tens of thousands of times, like just for his girlfriend. Like that shit's crazy. Like. And we had no idea.
He one of them niggas, huh?
Yeah, bro. Like, I don't know. I just gotta. I guess because Sung Jin Woo, he's not a reality warper. I mean, Rimuru is. They would do reality shit, but I'm more focused on Beelzebub. You could just absorb whatever. Wow. Yeah.
I was gonna put Rimuru as my number 2 just for just being in that verse to just have gluttony and just like, well. And I can just eat this nigga and just like take their ability. So just like, all right, well, fuck it. I mean, nobody can really.
What's crazy is
nobody can really stop it.
This shit is like gluttony, just like enhanced though. Like these skills got leveled up. Like so, where we thought he had to like suck you up to like absorb you, now he can just like shoot a blast at you and drain you. Like this is crazy. I don't know.
You got
all right, go ahead. Y'all go.
I got Father from Full Metal Alchemist, and the reason why he has a Hax is basically he has limitless alchemy. You can't really, he literally can create matter out of nothing. So basically, if he think it's gonna happen, he had, like I said, it's limitless. So the rules that apply to that universe, as far as like, okay, you have to sacrifice something in order for this to manifest. Those rules don't apply to him. So he literally can do anything he wants to. He literally created a sun out of the palm of his hands just to flex. So
there got to be a drawback.
it was no drawbacks.
No
drawbacks.
I mean,
we had number
technical
3s and
drawbacks
2s.
is
Ain't no
like
drawbacks no more.
No
all the
drawbacks.
people he killed in advance. to
Ain't
get
no
the
buts.
power.
We had 3 and 2s. Ain't no more drawbacks.
Yeah. It can't be no. Yeah, they got this, but nah, bro, not right.
Like, yeah, it's all the people.
We're past the butt stage.
No more drawbacks. We here.
Facts. I guess the 1s and 2s he's about to come out.
Yeah, I dropped. I guess I dropped my 2 already for Rimuru.
I got my 1s and 2s, so you can go ahead with yours. Great. You got your number 1.
We got a 2.
I'm surprised y'all making me start off first.
Let's start with 2. Well, technically my 2 is Rimuru, so I technically I started just the gluttony ability, just like did with the Storm Dragon, just did with everybody except for the chick he fought in the anime, but just like where his whole ability just it's nonsense. Like the shit he was doing in there.
I have a quick question, real quick, right? So what's the better ability though? Is it Beelzebub or is it Raphael? I think Raphael might be better.
my number 2. So
Nah, bro, because right now
Raphael is better than anything.
How about this? If you had Raphael, that would probably be a lot better, right? But Rimuru, he's already thinking faster than Raphael. Like it's
a reason I got that, because Raphael has been there from the beginning. Raphael's been there from the beginning.
You know what I mean?
Like, it's literally been Great Sage. It's a thing that compartmentalized every ability he had from the beginning. It helped create It helped create dang near every ability this man has. Not only did it compartmentalize it for him, he didn't even know he had half the abilities until Great Sage / Raphael was telling him he had it. Then his transformation into a greater demon, Raphael told him how to do it, then took over the process to bring all his friends back. Raphael has carried this man the entirety of the anime. Even when he was going to get folded through half his fight, Raphael was telling him how much damage he was going to take, how much magic he had left, how he was going to be able to live, the best way he'd be able to get out of every situation. Raphael literally carried this man through everything to the point where he's a god now.
Talk your shit. Talk your shit, Hudson.
Only makes sense if you got somebody else to do all the sorting for you.
Like, I would love Raphael just because Raphael would tell me how to get out of it. Raphael literally knows the entire world that he's in. Raphael watches every fight that he's in while he's there.
We're in agreement. Raphael's number 2.
The lore. He ain't got to worry about nothing. He don't worry about nothing. Like, Raphael's right there. Like, anytime he needs to talk to Raphael literally desires to serve Rimuru. Ain't no betrayal, ain't no drawbacks. Raphael is just here. It's just like, whatever Rimuru needs something, Raphael like, okay, this is how you do it, this is how you go find it, this is where it is. Straight up.
But Raphael been getting kind of bitchy lately. Like, I know y'all listen.
I'm willing to deal with it. I'm willing to deal with a little bit of bitchiness to know everything I need to know.
Because
they like this Raphael be that
shit,
bad. It's just like,
oh wait, are you talking to me again?
No, you don't know.
That's because he pissed him off. That's because he pissed off. He's like, Raphael, I don't want you to say nothing. He's like, all right. I ain't gonna say nothing. 5 minutes later, oh, now you want to talk to me again? I was trying to tell you this before.
See, that's why I'm like, it's like Jarvis or Pepper. You know what I'm saying? It's like when Tony in the suit, he running around with Friday. Like, it gotta have a little bit of sass, spice it up a little bit. Like,
I was sorry, Raphael gonna be my number 2. It carried this man from a slime to a god. I want Raphael. This man is a god.
I mean, we got to say 2. We got to say 2. I said gluttony, but it's still Raphael at the end of the day.
I would pick Raphael for me. I'll take that. Like, you know what I mean?
Broken.
I mean, Rimuru already at the level where he like arguing with this bitch now. But I feel y'all though. Respect.
Okay, my number 2 is not even all that crazy per se.
After all the shit that you just said,
I know it's not even all that crazy per se. My number 2 is Spidey Sense.
No, hell no,
bro.
Hell no.
Pick something
Hell no.
Pick something
Hell no.
Hear me out.
Take it easy.
Fix your crown, King.
Keep revising the call.
Well, since he's out, Peyton Manning.
That's Craig right now. That's
Fix your
Craig.
crown, King. Fix your crown, King.
So here's why Spidey Senses is crazy. Because Spidey Senses activate for specific reasons and non-specific reasons.
That's
generally anytime something is off, kinda.
That's
it
bad.
Can be magical. He kind of senses it. It can be an emotional thing. He kind of senses it. In terms of like it's not crazy, right? But it allows Peter to be untouchable in a way
it doesn't.
Most of anything he wants to when he tries. That ability is literally only limited by the fact Peter don't take it seriously.
Bro.
And it's already been said the only reason why it's limited is because Peter don't take it seriously.
Nah,
that
it gets
ability in and of itself is crazy.
That should be getting tricked, bro. Like he be in the middle of a fight, a Spidey sense give him, got that, but then something else fucking up.
Literally
like,
people. He has literally went against characters that has figured out the Spidey sense and triggered it off multiple ways. Even the Spot has done.
He never trained it. He never trained it. That's what he's saying.
You can get around it. Like you can. But in terms of like an overall like hack that just is consistent, I think Spidey sense is one of the best consistent hacks.
I'm really irritated because you really made this your number 2.
Yeah.
If you would have made this your number 5, bro. Your number 5, I mean, like, I respect it.
But you had to think about it. You had to think about it. It's just like you got to think about it. Like, we're gonna make this character named Venom, and just like, what's the first thing the Venom can do? Go around Spider-Sense. It's just like we have to do it. It's just like, what's the first thing Iron Man?
Just to say somebody gets around it because the
Iron Man hacked Spider-Sense for himself at one point. That's how valuable this thing is. Iron Man can do whatever he wants. He's a fucking Iron Man is a fucking precog. Why the fuck you need Spider-Sense?
I'm just saying. Amazing Spider-Cam with respect. Look, I'm just saying. Sometimes that John be getting like tricked up and tripped up, and Spidey. I done seen Spider-Man get yoked up by the King.
I done seen Spidey trip. Like, come on, bro. Like, let's really.
But that has nothing to do with.
No, stop. Let's talk about it, bro. It's not as broken as people try to talk about it, bro. Like, you not gonna make it seem like a man that literally acts like Tarzan and run into buildings got extreme Spidey sense, bro. Like, yes, he's nice, but let's not pretend like it's so OP, bro. Like, I love Spider-Man. Y'all Spider-Man fans drive me crazy with this the Spider-Sense talk, bro.
I mean, if you're not willing to think, that's okay. Just say I'm not willing to think about it. It's just like you're dealing. When he lost it,
I heard.
What I'm saying is,
Spider-Man, look out for that building.
When he lost his Spider Sense, he had to redo his motor skills. When he lost his Spider Sense, that's how implement he was depending on it.
That is more just talk about how ass Peter was. The fact that he had to rely on one fucking skill and not actually train to be better and have his own fucking motor skills.
All I'm
let
saying,
me go down, man.
All I'm saying is that like it could have been like a number 5 or 6. Like
no.
I respect it being number 2.
Spidey sense.
You literally talked about.
Only limited by.
No, fuck that. You really talked about like. Fucking reality warp and all type of shit. And then you put Spidey sense at number 2.
Yep.
He know he not right.
Bro.
He's a hot take guy.
Come on, bro.
You understand a precog wanted Spider Sense, so he hacked his frequency, brain frequency. What are we talking about?
Because precogs aren't reading the future 100% of the time.
Your body
Tony is
touch if you run off Spidey senses alone. Like, it's only limited by the person using it. Every other person who's had his powers will say
Iron Man said, I seen the future. I'm right. That's why he feels as though he's right all the time, because he sees the future.
All right, he saw the future. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
he's a futurist. What the fuck? I mean, I don't write that shit, but you know, if a futurist has to take Spider Sense and put it in his armor, like what are we talking about?
I get why. Look, and hold on, I get why having a Spider Sense is pretty nifty. I get why it's a good thing to have. Like, I'm not trying to say it's not a good tool or anything.
It's a good ability.
I'm just it's a really good ability. I just think number 5, my nigga. We talking about people who you look in their eyes and now you in a whole nother world, and now that world really happens in real life. Like we talking about like
you literally we talked about Saint Seiya, all types of shit. And
never Tyson shit.
Because all of those are specific, man. Because that's the thing. I gotta look into your eyes for it to work.
Bro,
I gotta do an ability, and then you gotta survive it. Spidey senses is a on the all the time hack that it
it's not
by the person using it.
You can't say, bro. You can't say that, bro. If you, bro, no, we not gonna do this, bro. You literally say it's very specific when literally, by look, just let's argue with me this, right? Even if it's somebody who's like, oh, I can't just naturally.
Craig making the worst fucking examples. Let's go with it.
Even if it's not somebody who already knows about his spider sense, by fact, if you are faster than a spider sense, it's non and void. So it doesn't matter, bro.
But that's only limited.
It doesn't matter.
But that's only limited by the person. Again,
you're
talking about the person who got the spidey senses. I'm talking about the ability.
Crazy.
If look, let's put it this way. Let's put it this way. Just all
look, hold on. We were just talking about Raphael, right? Raphael
if you put spidey senses in Superman officially becomes ridiculous in every regard. Because he literally always has an inclination of anything that's going to happen through his senses. Like I said, spidey senses go through magic. Spidey senses mean you don't need to even be in your body half the time. Like, it is a all the time hack that senses from when you forgot to get your keys that morning. Your spidey senses are activated when you feel like you got a bad idea about a test coming up. It is just
Craig is hurt.
Oh, this is killing my spirit, bro. Like, damn, like you saying all that, but literally Peter has lost all those shit. Oh, damn, I literally forgot my homework assignment. Oh, damn, I forgot my spider suit at home. Like, the spider sense is not that OP, bro. I'm sorry to tell you, bro. Stop playing with me, bro.
Nah, no. In the perfect,
you to shut the hell up for the immediate future.
In the perfect world, I could see why spider sense would be OP, but I just feel like it's not. Like if you give somebody like the ability to rewrite, like destroy the universe and rewrite it tens of thousands of times, like anybody who has that is OP. Like you saying yourself, you give a spider sense to anybody and it might not do anything at all. Like so you see why that doesn't deserve a number 2 spot.
I don't know my number 2.
He 10 toes the fuck down.
I saw it.
We're not respecting nobody else now. We're not respecting anybody.
All right, Margaret, what you got? What's your number 2, man?
Craig, who you got for number 2?
Somebody else go. I need a break, bro. I need a break.
It's only Zell at that point. It's only Zell number 2 at that point.
Damn.
Mari said Raphael. I said Raphael pretty much without saying it, but Craig's do it.
I say motherfucking Saitama, nigga. Like,
yes, sir. I was waiting for it.
We get Spidey sense. I'm putting Saitama in there. Like, he don't gotta do nothing for that, nigga.
How is Saitama?
What do you mean?
That is a hack. It's called the punch.
He's physically strong. That's not a hack.
It's not.
He's just physically stronger than the people who can wipe him with one punch. That's not a hack.
There we go.
He's invincible.
No, he's not invincible. He's just strong.
When does he got hurt? What happened to him and he got hurt? He took damage.
No, he's just so much stronger than everybody in his verse that anybody punches everything. He's not just invincible.
Look, what I'm trying to tell you. If you could take anything and anybody, like if you can generate enough force to kick that thing to the moon, no matter who you're talking about, like you talking about Superman, you talking about Goku, talking about anybody you want. If they get hit with something that is strong enough to lift them off of this planet and hit something else, they're going to feel damage. Like that's anybody, like that's anything. That's just how a human body works. Like
anybody works.
Unless you scale so much higher than the thing that hits you that you feel no damage. And that's what Saitama is. He scaled so much higher than everything else that nothing hurt him.
That's not hold on. Zill, give me a second. Let me tag me in, bro. Tag me in.
All right, go ahead.
So Hudson, as far as the statement you just said, that that's not true, bro. Because as far as like you scaling above somebody, that means like, oh, I don't take no damage. The example that Zell just used, bro. If you do something to me, I fly to the motherfucking moon. Then motherfucker, I should. If I was that OP over than you, bro, I wouldn't even move.
You wouldn't
hit
move.
me, and I would just take it.
But
That's a Hax, bro.
And yet we
That's a
know.
Hax, bro.
What is the unique special ability that's
He's invincible.
unique only to him?
You can't hurt
He's
him.
not invincible.
But he's not
hurt him.
invincible.
He is just so much more powerful than everything in his burst that no matter what they do to him, he takes no damage from them because they're so weak. That's not invincible. He is just stronger than them in every measurable facet.
All right, you're not saying nothing that you haven't said already. I understand this.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Because of that, he's not a Hax. He's just strong.
It's not complicated. The fact that he did nothing to get this ability, because that's what a Hax is it not? Is it not?
What he did is
it's not a Hax though.
It's not like what he said he did. He just worked out to the point where he got rid of his human limitations, so he has unlimited potential. That's the only Hax you can say. But he himself said all I did was work. He said his training regimen.
And then
so
what happened right after
that? Say what he did.
And what did Geno say right after that?
Everybody
you remember all these lines. What did Geno say?
That makes no sense.
He said
that's all he did.
He said his master, he said Saitama doesn't even know how he got that strong. He said that in the story.
Right.
Okay, so he got that strong. All we can do is go by what Saitama
And
said.
so let me tell you something. It's so much of a Hax that when he tell people how he got that strong, they blatantly call him a liar, bro. They literally call him a liar in the anime, bro.
Because he's so much stronger that the methods you don't make sense to equate what he got. But if we can't do nothing but go by the statement that he said, we can't call that a Hax because he said what he did.
Like you hit your favorite character into a pile of rocks, they're gonna take a second to get out of that shit. Catch your breath. But
that's the real character also. They get in the mountains and they're fine.
No, listen to the same version you said. When he got kicked into the moon, all he did was sit there and like, oh, that didn't hurt either. And then went back to the earth. Like, it's just the fact that he tells that he's so much stronger than everything. It doesn't matter what they do to him.
If he was that strong, he
but
wouldn't have moved off the
Hax.
earth.
That's my
point. He's physically stronger than everything.
I just have a quick question. I have a quick question. Right?
This shit got Monterey crazy.
Right?
Look, hold on. So
it's not a Hax though. I'm very confused why he was.
He's literally known as a gag character. That's how much of a Hax it is.
It's a gag character, but it's all based on his physical strength. It's not a Hax.
Okay. I just
stronger than everything. You can't even identify the single Hax that it is, other than the fact you're just saying he's invincible. He's not invincible. He's just stronger than everything. No, he's stronger than everything. It's
just so simple. Is the ability called one punch? Is the ability called that?
No, the ability is called one punch.
He's just stronger than everything.
I don't know what the ability called.
So
he's just stronger than everything.
What is an ability?
He's so strong. He does a thing.
It is an ability.
No, it's not.
So what's
he's just physically stronger than everything. So it only takes one punch. He's not. His ability is not one punch. He's just stronger than everything.
I never said that. I don't know why you trying to put that in my mouth. I never said that. I never said no ability is called one punch. I never said nothing about one punch. The term one punch never came out of my mouth. Actually,
listen, I said it. Because I'm like, he's literally known as one punch man. So it's like,
I said you hit him to the moon, he could just bounce back. You put him in a black hole.
Because it doesn't hurt him. He's just physically stronger than me. It's just he's physically strong. That's literally what the basis of his ability. He's so physically strong that anything physically done to him doesn't hurt him, and physically he overpowers everything.
Take damage. You will still take damage.
Not if he's physically stronger to the point where that don't hurt him.
All right, hold on. Real quick. Let's put some logic to this. You know, just if you could explain the mosquito, I'm all for it. But
don't do that, bro. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that.
So what do you mean? I'm explaining something that happened in the show. If he's so strong and he couldn't kill this mosquito, then what are we talking about?
First of all, it's a fly. First of all,
not a
fly.
hex,
First and
bro.
foremost.
A fly, mosquito, whatever the case is.
But we never. First of all, the Hax wasn't about speed. The Hax was about him being able to take whatever and be able to do whatever and knock any enemy out. That is the Hax. Hold on. You sit here try to put logic talking about he couldn't catch a fly, bro. That had nothing to do with the Hax that we're talking about. This is the shit that I be talking about, Cam. Cam, this is the shit that I be talking about, Cam.
I'm not raising my voice.
He interrupted my real point, my solid point that I was really about to dish out just to say something about a mosquito.
I just asked a question.
All right,
look. My question is so simple, man.
Oh my
is
god!
Inability.
Can I say what I'm gonna say? God damn!
Yeah. Go ahead.
The same shit and telling
We're not even on one. We're not even on one.
Look, we've seen Saitama just stand in front of being incinerated and nothing happened. We've seen Saitama take a sneak hit, like a hit that he was not prepared for, that would have broke somebody's neck, like right from the back, and just eat it, not move at all. And then we see him get kicked to the moon. Like, so he has the ability, he has the power to take a hit and not move. It's not like he's made out of rubber where if you hit him, he's going to go bouncing. Like, you have to be a certain amount of strength to send him flying. It's not like
he's just the next stage of human evolution. They break their limiter. That's all he is. It's not a hack.
Not a hack?
No, it's not.
I don't know.
I'm gonna just be honest. Look. I'm gonna just say it like this. My understanding of a hack is it is a unique ability, technique, or skill that offers you some sort of unique benefit or advantage.
None of that is none of 100 pushes, 100 runs, or 100 sit-ups. Is a unique ability.
Do you see the human characters that are in One Punch Man that like really do this
work? The ones with
shit?
abilities? The ones with unique abilities that
no, not everybody in One Punch Man has an ability. Like everybody in One Punch, like there are just human beings who are in One Punch Man, and them being that strong, them being that skilled is their power. They're not all just like superpowers because there's heroes. Like
if I talk about Atomic Samurai, he has a technique that provides a hack. Flashy Flash has a technique that provides.
They're just regular human beings. They're not monsters.
But they have a technique. The technique is there.
And what I'm trying to say is, after you see all these human beings doing all of these things in One Punch Man, and then you see Saitama not doing nothing and outshining them, and you don't call it a hack. You said yourself a hack is an ability that everybody else in that world do not have. Like, it's something that makes this person unique. Like,
so what is the ability? So
don't have to remind you of that meme, that dude with the cigarettes and shit, that got stressed out.
I really wish I had a drink right now to deal with this.
If it's a hack, you can tell me what the hack is.
Is invincibility a hack to you?
He's not invincible.
Ability.
Show me where he's not invincible. Show me.
So the ability is that Saitama is invincible. Is what?
Show me. Yeah, please, or prove me wrong.
So his hack is that he's invincible. So
prove me wrong.
So that's the hack. Is that what I'm asking? That's the hack.
Or prove me wrong. The reason why I say or is because it's inferred that yes, I'm saying yes, or you can prove me wrong. You can prove that he got hurt. You can prove that he takes damage.
Because the counter to that is like, if I put him, like, sure, in his verse, he's the strongest human being. Fine. But
oh my god! All right, never mind. Yo, I still got because you want to put Spidey Sense as your number 2. Y'all repeating the same thing though. Put him in another verse and he's not as strong. I heard it already, but you can't show me him getting hurt. Like you could, I could show you.
I mean, Cam showed him with a freaking mosquito bite earlier, but we're not gonna talk.
I could show y'all. I could show y'all that. Any of the characters that y'all bring up, them getting hit by something and actually taking damage and getting hurt, and y'all be like, oh well, that fucking glacier that Broly smashed Goku's face into was a fucking planet level fucking glacier. Like
Craig don't even know what he's moaning to, so I'm just
First of all, hold on, Amir, First of all, nigga, I don't moan. First and foremost. First and foremost, don't come at me like
Everybody
that, bro.
moves. Everybody moves.
Watch your
Everybody
mouth.
moves.
Watch your mouth. Second of all, that's a fact, motherfucker. If I'm hitting fucking ice and shit like that, motherfucker, I know what I'm talking about. He talking about the movie, the Broly movie, motherfucker. If I'm running in the ice and I'm hitting the floor, all of a sudden, okay, that the density of the ice should hurt me.
But it's not relevant to anything because
I'm showing you what invincibility looks like.
Okay, if you the hack is that he's invincible. I just try to make
I'm just
sure
showing you
I
what
understand what the
looks
hack
like.
is. That's all I'm trying to figure out.
You see somebody get affected by the things that they're around. Like,
which character actually has invincibility? Like Luke Cage has invincibility technically, but he has unbreakable.
Except
he has unbreakable skin, so he can't really like.
That's not invincible.
Unbreakable skin.
That's invincible.
No, it's not. It's first of all, it's invulnerability. First and foremost. Second,
I'm sorry. Well, what's the difference between invulnerability and invincibility?
Invincibility, you can't die or be hurt. That's the difference.
That's what that is.
You can die if you're never mind.
If you are invincible,
you're talking about the character. That's a spoiler. You gotta chill. You gotta chill there, Cal.
Yeah.
All right, and the character.
You can die if you're invincible, but yeah,
bro, the character who named himself invincible is not invincible. He just named himself that. So
I mean, he was fighting. He was fighting in the sun and didn't die. I'm just saying.
Okay, motherfuckers from what's that show called? Literally Invincible. Like them motherfuckers did that shit. Don't mean that they can't die. Dude has literally died and been resurrected by his girlfriend, bro. So let's not pretend.
There it is.
Yeah. So
I'll take it. So I guess we're on number ones now, right? Everybody got their number one.
Hopefully. We're on overtime.
Y'all got something else to say about my boy?
I'm just mad at the examples that y'all used to say that he wasn't invincible. Oh, he couldn't catch a fly. Oh, invincible survived the sun. The motherfucker's not actually invincible. He does not have that actual ability.
Why are you yelling?
Not because y'all got me tight. But then when y'all brought up, first of all, I said I need a break. When y'all brought up the Spidey sense, then y'all gonna sit here and try to say Ty Tomlin don't have a Hax.
I think it was a moaning thing.
If I wanted to be honest and just talk about Ty Tomlin not being invincible, I can technically say that in the Boros fight, in the manga, he took damage. It just wasn't enough damage to actually hurt him. The manga literally said he took damage. He had scratches. It just didn't hurt.
Boros said he took damage. He thought he took damage.
It wasn't Boros. No. Not just Boros.
How about this? What happened in the next panel? How about that?
He kept going.
In the next panel?
But he took damage.
Oh my god! So actually,
time the fuck out. Time the fuck out.
Read the manga.
Time the fuck out. Are we in March? You got a Christmas tree, nigga?
Nigga, yeah.
I know this nigga ain't got no Christmas tree in March. Oh, I can't even.
That is blasphemous.
Oh, that's what's up.
Wait, so y'all gonna tell me y'all don't fuck with Christmas now?
Damn, 3 months ago, yeah, we did.
Yo, motherfucking floor is dirty as a bitch. I know them motherfucking
and
branches.
They turn on their own time.
And now they turn on their own time.
They turn on their own time.
That's
This nigga got the light still put up at all. Like that's crazy.
That's that crap in the bucket shit we be talking about. That's all niggas said.
Right,
oh man, this nigga got a Christmas tree in March. I'm dying.
In the chapter Monterey talked about when he was like he took damage, Boros immediately figured out the next panel that he did not take any damage. So I mean,
your difference of damage to something that really, really just hurts, and you can actually show like, okay, there is something that was done. It does not just actually matter.
Oh my god!
Even if it's minuscule, is damage.
Bro, just because dirt is on him doesn't mean he's not taking. Doesn't mean he's taking damage.
But you just, I understand you saying invincible. No, we're just saying that literally the limit that he has to take to actually have physical recoil is not going to be reached by anything in his anime. That's what we're telling you. It's not invincibility. He just has a higher limit than everybody there. That's what we're telling you. It's not a hack. He's just physically stronger than everybody to the point where what they do to him doesn't hurt. Not that he's invincible.
I'm sorry.
He's just not.
Show me him getting hurt, bro.
You know what?
Show
You
me
know
him taking
what
damage
it is?
from him. He got incinerated.
What's y'all number ones?
Hold on. Saitama is just hold on. No matter how physically strong. The reason why I keep saying he got incinerated because no matter how physically strong a body is, if you get hit with enough heat to burn the cells, like to incinerate the cells, it doesn't matter how physically tough you are. That's how skin works. It's going to burn through.
Not in the One Piece verse. Not in the One Piece verse. It doesn't work that way.
I'm not in it. I'm not in it.
You can't say
I'm not in that either.
Because Dark Side is literally just a buff nigga. So like you can't say that that's how that works.
All right, so look, let me go to my number 2 because y'all was gonna
you're
do
the
the
one
number
saying
1.
that.
Y'all
Craig, why are you always behind? What is going on?
Because these motherfuckers been bringing up wild shit. That's why y'all motherfuckers keep bringing up wild shit. Y'all bringing up wild shit. I'm trying to have a decent conversation. Y'all want to bring up wild shit.
Why are you yelling? Stop yelling.
I'm just trying to do my number 2. I'm just trying to do my number 2. That's it.
But you want to do your number 2, but you want to argue. You gotta pick one.
No. You question me, bro. I'm trying to say my number 2.
Yeah, Cam.
Go ahead, do it.
All right. So thank you. So, anyways, my number 2 is Scarlet Witch.
Dude, which actor are you picking?
Huh?
Yeah.
That's a fact too. But her probability, you feel me? So her ability, her actual mutant ability, that no matter what happens to her, because she controls probability, she can make things that shouldn't have to happen in reality actually happen. So we just gonna keep it simple and move it, push into the number 1.
I mean, it's not how. Never mind. It's just all right.
Probability works.
That's not how her powers work, but that's a whole. I'm only saying that because of how diluted and misconstrued her origin story is to what she actually has, whether it be chaos magic or probability manipulation or just both. But she's not a mutant. She's not a mutant per se. You know what I mean? So, because she's not.
How not?
This is one of the retcon things that they kind of.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She's not a mutant per se. Like you can take this as like high evolutionary gave her powers, or whatever retcon you want to go through with that is not solidified. Just like, oh, she's a mutant because she's really not a mutant. Just like Quicksilver isn't really supposed to be a mutant, but that's neither here nor there.
It really is neither here nor there. Let's do number 1.
I'm just saying. I just want to go. If you want to, right? If you want to pick Domino, that makes more sense to me. It's just like her X gene is just like, but she always gets like fucked over in the comic book. So I respect just like going.
I also agree with that.
On a higher notion of picking Scarlet Witch, that makes more sense to just be like just House of M and just like I go work reality on just like the type of scale. Just be like.
Isn't probability and luck 2 different things though? Because that's dominoes. Dominoes is luck, not probability.
Yeah, and then you get long shot, and then that's a whole different another thing. Because his is probability and long shot. Well, no, what is it? No, dominoes probability and long shot is luck. Shatterstar is a whole different shit because his swords can cut through technically anything, but that's a whole another thing. Right, but Scarlet Witch, I'll let Scarlet Witch go. I'm not going to deep dive into her nonsense. But I get what you're saying. So I'm not disagreeing with you. What you're saying, I get what you're saying.
All right, number 1.
What's the number 1?
I mean, number one gotta be Ultimecia or Featherine. Just the ability to just manipulate plot in general. So it's just like. Okay. Whatever, and then you have to make that character lose because if you look at Ultimecia, she had those fucking characters in Final Fantasy killed since the beginning of the fucking game. But you're just like, all right, is this shit here or this shit here or shit this shit? She could have just ended the whole thing before the shit started because she can affect plot. but whatever. But Feathering does it the right way, which he just don't put her in versus battles or something like that. Just you get this manipulate plot, and I don't think that's fair to just think about, stuff like that. But if a character you want to put in, you could put in the chick from Black Clover. She could manipulate fate, but it's a limit to what she can do. I'm just saying on a lower scale that could be logically presented. Like she can do it on a lower scale, but Feathering can do it on a fucking outer scale. So it's just like that's the ultimate Hax. It's manipulation of fate. I'm sorry. So or plot, fate, whatever you want to choose. Like Feathering is that person. So and then the alternative person I was gonna pick one of the magical girls, Goddess Madoka. She could just she's a out of world reality warper, so she could pretty much just do whatever you want. All the characters can just do whatever they want. That's an ultimate Hax. I'm just saying Feathering, she could manipulate plot. So that's enough right there.
All right.
Plot, fate, whatever you want to call it. That's that person.
All right. My number one ability.
Please do better.
Yo, Craig.
I lost all faith in this man after the.
I'm just saying, this your debut back, bro. I'm just come on.
Craig,
So this ability, I think that this ability is an ability that it's not like reality warping big, but I think that it's it is like a super effective hack you can use in any situation. All right. So it's from Medaka Box, and the ability is called Scar Dead. It's a minus ability. And what Scar Dead allows you to do, it allows you to reopen any old wound, including emotional wounds.
Wow. That's actually hard.
As far as like abilities go, if like as a hack, I think that might be one of my that's like a top tier because everybody has that happen. Like even if if you're a mortal being, you've had a cell die, you've had a trauma of some sort. You get sealed away, all that trauma immediately comes back. Every paper cut you've ever had, every scrape you've ever had, any old wound, they can reopen consistently over and over and over again. I wanted to do one more from Medaka.
I like it.
I love it. My favorite character in Medaka Box, Masogi Kuwabara. His ability, all fiction, that is just one of my favorite abilities because it has the ability to undo whatever it wants. Like, I don't want you to have eyes. I don't want you to live. I don't want you to be dead anymore. I don't want you to I can just erase, delete whatever it is. I think that's like right next to one of my favorites. So yes, Scar Dead opens up any old wound that's there, no matter what it is. And then all fiction, which just allows him to erase and delete pretty much whatever he wants. And it's gone forever. Whatever he gets rid of can't be brought back.
Okay, I respect that.
Monterey, we got number one.
So I could have been. I wanted to be trollish. I really did, but I was like, I'll take this seriously because I could have been like, Talk No Jutsu is number one. I really wanted to be trollish like that. I really did, but nah. So I went for video games. I went. Bro, I literally could have said that. I could have said the heart of the cards, bro. I really wanted to be trollish.
That's a Hax. That's a Hax. That's a good Hax.
I really wanted to be that ugly. I wanted to be that ugly. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna take this more seriously. I'm gonna take this more seriously. Also,
which one was it? Which one you said?
Neither one of them. Like my actual one, I'm going to a video game called the Toho Project. And that one is a person in there called Yukari Yakumo. I respect it. And his ability, her ability, is actually the ability to control boundaries. And it sounds really simple, but it's literally I can control any boundary from any experience. Like I can control the boundary between this room and the next. I can control the boundary between day and night. I can control the boundary between spring and winter. I can control the boundary, even conceptual boundaries, which be more like between reality and imagination. I can control the boundary between life and death, the underworld and real life.
Wow.
Any conceptual, any realistic boundary can be controlled and manipulated at will to any extent, to where this person can recreate the world as they see fit. Even if I want to just create a boundary just next to me, to where somebody just couldn't come over next to me, can simply do that. Controlling boundaries to anything, controlling the boundary between the sun and the moon, to make it like one complete cycle, to make it absolute daylight, to make it just complete twilight, almost anything. And it is extremely frustrating to the point to where some people are trying to compare them to feathering or whatever. Like, nah, let's not do that. But like just that simple hacks, it's very simple, but in conceptual thought, it is almost unreal the stuff you could do with just controlling any boundary. Even if I wanted to control the boundary of my skin to my body, or controlling the boundary between oxygen and hydrogen, anything, any boundary, whether it's conceptual, realistic, or any boundary that you can, because everything literally is controlled by boundaries, whether it's conceptual, whether it's realistic, whether it's physical, whether it's mental, everything has a boundary. I can even get rid of the boundary between reality and imagination, period. So it's that broken, and I'm just like, I greatly respect that hacks. Very simple, very broken.
I like that.
Great one.
That's my favorite one.
Craig, what you got?
On me, I got Beerus, man, for Hakai, bro. I just feel like that's stupid broken, bro. For no reason, I just stop. Talk to the hand. You feel me? And it's over with, bro. If I Hakai you, if I'm blowing up planets and all that stuff, bro, that's pretty broken. Like, it go to me, that's like past reality warping and all that stuff, because literally I'm just the power of destruction. Feel me? So
they're not even dead, they're just deleted.
Yeah, you just delete it, bro. Like, it's you over with. If I want you gone, you gone. You feel me? So that, and then as an honorable mention, I got Knucklebind from Hunter x Hunter. You feel me? So that's it.
The payout, the jackpot, that's actually not a bad one.
Is that what you got?
I feel like jackpot.
Is that what you got, number one?
Shit. I mean, I don't even think I got nothing. I mean, I'm gonna shout out. Y'all, this is gonna be, y'all not gonna even expect this. I want to shout out the fucking Shadow Clone Jutsu, bro, because I know if I had Shadow Clone Jutsu, bro, I'll be
multi Shadow Clone Jutsu.
I'll be
What did you just say? What did you just say?
The band one.
Yo, so you can just have a copy of yourself going, doing whatever. Then once it disappears, you get all the experience and you just know everything that. Come on, bro. It's broken. It's broken. I mean, I know the boy Kishimoto don't really utilize his abilities that he got. You know, you see my boy Shino. Come on, bro. Y'all see what's going on. But
real quick,
Naruto, that ability is crazy. Like, I feel like if this man like rebooted the story and he made these characters crazy, he could, bro. Because goddamn, like, just imagine what you can.
Shout out to Shino and Rock Lee.
Like, you could literally learn so many jutsu. Like, you could literally learn whatever you want, like from knowledge to health to healing jutsu to whatever you forbidden jutsu, whatever you wanted. Like, you could have that clone training for years. Like, you could have that clone training for years and years and years. Disappear. Now you got all that experience while you taking care of your family or whatever, going to work. I don't know, bro.
I
did want to shout out Akira Shoyu Onaga from Battle Game 5 Seconds. His power is whatever you think my power is, that's my power.
That's love.
So shout out to him. We'll definitely recommend that anime. It's 12 episodes, so you could it's on YouTube, so you don't even gotta, well, what's it on? Just go watch it. It's still yeah.
And of course, the number one real hacks winner is Toon Force. Shout that out.
Oh yeah, always. Popeye, bro.
What are we doing?
Talking about One Punch Man with Popeye versus One Punch Man. Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Toon Force, bro. That's the one.
Toon Force is
the real one, but we had to, diversify your resumes there. Just figure out.
Team Fortress
we're
gotta be
talking
an
about.
honorable mention because that's even broken for this conversation. Like we need to chill.
Well, I say play.
But Zell, where can we find you at? You know, about to wrap up. We're in overtime.
Yeah, check us out tomorrow. The What It Sound Like podcast. We're going to be talking about a couple albums that dropped, namely like Mary J. Blige, Earth Gang, and Conway the Machine. We're going to be saying who had the best verse on the Deuces remix. You know, we're going to talk about some fun music stuff. So
reveal the best lyrics this tournament.
Yeah, we got a little tournament that's coming up next week, so we're gonna reveal the brackets for y'all too.
Yeah. Monray, where you can find you at?
You know, catch your boy on Instagram, TikTok under Monray Hudson. Click on the link tree, see the podcast I'm a part of, as well as get on TikTok, follow me, see some of that hot five. All the anime takes is on there, man.
Go ahead, Amir.
Look, man, I'm gonna be honest. Y'all should just find me on the Blurred Cartel. I'm always looking on the page. I'm always willing to like interact with folks. Come talk to me about nerd shit. I love talking about nerd shit. It's one of my favorite things in the world. Y'all want to find me? Find me in the comment sections.
That's respectable.
Craig
Turner, man, CREIG Turner. You can see me on Facebook, Universal Debate. See me on Blurred Cartel. You feel me? See me on the Then and Now podcast sometimes. My own personal page on IG. That's Kron COON _ Con KHAN _ Deliberation. Holla at your boy for any type of versus battles, or if you want to talk nerdom, it's good.
No. Always amazing Spider Camp, aka just Blurred Cartel, everything. Blurred Crew Entertainment, go to YouTube page, like, share, subscribe, enable notifications, all that stuff. Go follow the page, go join the group, Blurred Cartel. Just get a follow and a like. I think to sum up this episode, this is Amir right here, just like, you could.
Guess what? Spidey Sisters means I'm back again. Let's go.
Bring it back.
Spidey Sisters, keep me safe. Let's go.
You really need the Soldier Boy gift for that, bro. You really need that.
That was it. Y'all had a guns point at him, but we see y'all next week. We might have some word interpretations. What's really invulnerability? What's really invincibility? What's really immortality? What's really this? So we might have to figure out these words and give characters definitions to them. So it might be, but the chat poll overalls everything. So I did want to do stupid nigga award. I did want to do best side character. I did want to do best loyal character. But we might have to do a word association episode. But shout out Logan. Itazuku, who couldn't be on. Shout out to everybody, that's usually on that couldn't be on. We'll see y'all next week. So the chat poll is determines everything. But we gotta get to the word association thing. What's really immortality? What's really invincibility? What's really invulnerability? What's really this? What's really that? We might like this. We might really figure this out.
Let's do this.
We'll see.